You know that moment when you have a test in humanities class? You slept so good last night and you were so alert in class that you passed the test with flying colors? You don't know that moment? Figures, because 75% of students start school before 8:30, the recommended start time for schools. Teenagers are starting school too early to function at the highest level in class. Along with this, many health problems have arisen with teens because of early start times. But before we get into all that mumbo jumbo, we have to take a look back at the history of public education. The first public school was Boston Latin School, opened in 1635, back when the Brits controlled the US. In the summer, class started at 7, but in the brutal Boston winter, it started at 8. Even 400 years later, schools still start around that time. We'll advance all the way to the early 90s in Minnesota. A study led by the school start time in the University of Minnesota shows that starting school early leads to many health and emotional problems. In a study, they showed that teens pay more attention in class and are less prone to depression. Depression is a cause for lack of sleep, but it is also an effect, so they really go hand in hand. For the schools that started class later, it has paid off with test scores students have. If schools would start class later, it would help improve students' health in many ways. Because we have a natural sleep schedule, we can have dire consequences if we disrupt it. Since sleep helps the health of the immune system, if you sleep less, you are more prone to chronic illness. Not convinced? Maybe you're asking, won't students just sleep later if school starts later? Well, not necessarily, because teens usually get sleepy between 11 p.m. and 8 a.m., so most students wouldn't go to sleep later. If schools continue to start class early, it would be bad for the future generation of this great country. Now that you know the facts about this issue, at least keep in mind how just one more hour of sleep can change so much with teenagers.